guys, so today I wanted to bring you an update on my new car search, kind of tell you what I've decided on and just give you an update. Now, I am also buying a new camera. I did actually order one already because the screen on my GoPro that I'm recording on right now has kind of just been working less and less over the past few months. And I recently dropped it again, and the adapter that goes from the microphone into the GoPro, it like snapped a little bit, so I ordered a new one of those, but it might have messed up the internals of the GoPro. So for all I know, the microphone might not even be working right now, and you might just be hearing the shitty GoPro mic. So hopefully you guys are still getting that good quality audio, but if not, then you might have to deal with this shitty audio until I get my new camera sometime next week. Now, my new car search, for those of you who haven't seen that video, I basically said that I wanted to buy another Saab. Now, I had limited this to two main choices. The first one being a 9.3 Aero, 2008 and up more specifically, and it had to be manual. That was pretty much my only requirement for that. My other option was a 9.5 Aero from 2004 or so to 2009, right before they came out with the new generation. Now, a lot of people wanted me to get an NG 9.5 Aero, but unfortunately those didn't come in manual, and I really want a manual. So I'd been doing searching from before I uploaded that video up until now, and to be quite honest, finding what I want is very, very difficult. So there was one car that I actually came really close to buying, and I'm still kind of a little bit triggered about this, but it was a 2009 Saab 9.3 Aero all-wheel drive with a 6-speed manual. Now, this car, I'll go ahead and put some pictures up on the screen here. It was located in California. Unfortunately, it was in a minor accident, and the guy that I was talking to said he had pretty much all the replacement parts. We had agreed on a price and everything if I were to buy it, if I did fly out there and look at it, and assuming I purchased it, we'd already agreed on a price and everything. And we basically agreed on, since I'm not going to be able to carry all those new parts back to Arizona, I'll pay you extra if you just put on the new bumpers and whatnot that you have. Put all that shit on before I go out there to look at it. And he said, okay, I'll do that. So I messaged him back a few days later, and he's basically like, yeah, I got all the stuff back on the car, and honestly, I just think I'm going to keep it. And I'm like, are you kidding me, dude? You know, we'd been talking for over a week and pretty much basically agreed on I'm buying this car, assuming you didn't hide anything from me that I would find out when I go out there to look at it and test drive it and everything. So that was really, really frustrating, because that was honestly exactly what I had wanted. A 9.3 Aero all-wheel drive, and that was a 2009, so it was essentially a Turbo X clone. So that was really unfortunate, and that kind of really pissed me off there for a little bit, if I'm being quite honest. So I have still been looking, of course. There is another one that I have found that's in Colorado. It's not all-wheel drive, it's just front-wheel drive. But all-wheel drive, I didn't really care if I had that or not. That was just kind of a nice little bonus to have. But yeah, that's the update on the car search. Now, I might not be getting another car now, actually, because I have been talking with my parents and my family, and I think that I am at a point financially in my life where I can buy a house. Now, for all of you that are older subscribers or own a house or are just adults in general, I'm sure that you would agree with me that buying a house is probably better than buying a car that I don't necessarily need. Now, with that being said, that is going to temporarily put the car search on hold as I start to look for a house, because having a car that I'm just going to dump more money into and still be paying rent at someone else's house or just living with my parents, it doesn't make sense. So getting ahead in life and purchasing a house is just the better route to go. So with that being said, I feel like I kind of gypped you guys. I mean, 3 weeks ago when I uploaded that video, I had zero intent on buying a house, but the idea was kind of brought up recently, and honestly, it's just the smarter route to go for my future as a person, really. So does that mean that I'm never going to buy another car? hell no, because if I can get this house, I can make my payments on it, and I can still afford to buy that other car. Of course I'm going to buy it. I mean, I want to give you guys as much great content as I can, and I want to obviously buy it for myself too. You know, I wouldn't even be able to buy this house if it weren't for you guys watching my videos, because I make a lot of my money off of YouTube, funny enough. So yeah, that's the sad update. I know you guys didn't want to hear that, but I just wanted to be straightforward, be honest with you guys, and not just kind of dust this under the rug and not ever talk about it again. So I'm just out here telling you guys the truth, telling you how it is. And of course, when I do get a house, I'll do a house tour of it. I mean, if you guys want to see it, it's not going to be a big ass mansion or anything. I mean, I'm not very wealthy. I mean, look at that thing. I mean, come on. Does that scream millionaire to you? I really hope that my Rode mic is still working with the GoPro and you're not hearing just the shitty GoPro audio. But regardless, I'm getting a new camera, so I'll be using that, and I think you guys will see a big jump in quality, even though it's not that nice of a camera. So I'm really excited to get that. With that being said, that's going to wrap up this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.